Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and it's weekly reading for the week of October 28th to November the 3rd. Saggy, this week we have the Trust Your Path Oracle card. We have the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So Saggy, the first thing that hit me when I put down your cards is so much indecision in one reading, confusion, indecision, feeling torn between, different options, struggling to find the clarity in deciding which way to go. There's a lot of those cards on the table, but it ties in so beautifully with the Oracle card here, Trust Your Path. If you knew that the universe would support you, if you took other factors off the table, such as what you feel like you should be doing, maybe what you think you can financially afford, all of those kinds of things, what would you truly do? And that's where the decision lies, and that's where the answer and the key is. So let's just kick off by reading out the Oracle card and then we'll explore how it unfolds in the reading. So, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but simply to keep facing your true north and to take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. So yeah, interesting here, Saggy. I mean, you're really being asked to tune into your, to your heart, to, tune into what really lights you up, to, keep putting one foot in front of the other. And, within that alignment, that's where the answer is to, where to go, what to do. Yeah, I really, really love this message for you. So let's have a look at the cards here. So we have recent past. We are going to the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Here's all your indecision right here, Saggy, the confusion. I feel like some of you, there's a couple of different ways that this could potentially be read, and some of you might be in different situations. Some of you may have had a lot of different options on the table. This could be in love, it could be in work. Maybe in work it's like, you might be looking for employment and you've got lots of different offers, but gosh, you just really don't know which one to choose. You really don't know which one of these cups is really going to deliver the things that you truly desire and the emotional fulfillment and that kind of thing. If it's in love, some of you might be dating, a series of different people. You really don't know, which one is going to go the distance. For those of you that are already partnered, it could be, that you're considering some kind of change in your relationship and you're not really sure what to do. We have this element of confusion, of indecision, and we have this element of not being able to get that decision over the line. It's kind of like, a bit of an illusion, and every time you sort of change, you decide on one thing, then you're swiftly changing your mind in the other direction. And it is that kind of energy with the Nine of Swords that causes you to overanalyze, to be too much up in your head, to feel like everything is stacked up against you. Maybe it causes you to like be losing out on sleep. There could be depression or anxiety involved, insomnia. That's the feeling with the Nine of Swords. It's really feeling like you're just very stuck. And you're so stuck in this in-between stage, in this confusion, that it's just so difficult for you to move forward. For some of you also, what I'm feeling is that there may be a person in this situation, whether it is a potential partner, lover, or even a boss or a colleague in the workplace. Somebody may have made multiple offers or offerings to you, but none of them has really sort of been materializing. It's all like everything has just remained as words or promises or hollow promises or that kind of thing. And I think that you're sort of seeing that and thinking, well, nothing's really materializing now. I just really don't know what to do. Yeah, so that's the kind of energy I'm feeling with that, but it's just a lot of confusion and indecision. Now, this week is your focus energy, Saggy. you are being called to make that choice. But, I see here that it's not easy for you. It's absolutely not easy for you. What you really need to, as you're making this decision, you really, really need to, Saggy, is to not be in the indecision mode anymore, to not be, deciding one thing and then flipping the other pentacle up and deciding the other, because that is just going to lead to further emotional turmoil, feelings of instability and being ungrounded. I think that feeling of being in limbo or being in the space in between when you've made a firm decision is really awful. It is a holding pattern. It allows us to, it makes us feel stuck. It makes us feel stagnant. Once we make a decision, that's when we can commit to it and we can start to move forward and we can start to celebrate our new direction. That Two of Swords, same as in your Oracle card, it talks about using your heart as a compass. But, in the past, you haven't been able to really tune into those intuitive centers and make the right decision for you because it's been blocked, I feel that, our decision centers really are the third eye, the heart, and the gut. And, we see here that two of these main centers, are blindfolded and crossed. So it kind of says to me that you haven't really been operating on an instinctual level. You haven't been tuning into your intuition. And that's where the answer lies for making this decision. The sickle moon in the corner of the card here is that reminder, tune in. That's where their answer is. So, I really feel that is the key this week. Of course, sometimes we need to tune into our logic as well. Sometimes there's practical, facts and things that will actually influence the decision. But, the reminder with the Two of Swords is that this person can't make a decision because they're clouded and blinded by emotional factors, and that's what we see in that Seven of Cups as well, clouded and blinded by cups, by emotions, by feelings that may have been blown out of proportion and, aren't really allowing us to make a decision from the right place. So really being called to cut through the mist, cut through the fog, and make the best decision for you this week, Saggy. And, keep coming back to that message, the message from your angels here in your Oracle card. If you knew that you'd be supported by the universe, what would you truly choose? You're making this decision for yourself, not for others. So please, tune in, use that heart as a compass and make that decision for you and your best good, serving your highest purpose. And I feel that once you do that, Saggy, it's going to be time to celebrate. There's going to be reason to celebrate. Here we have that in that Three of Cups, celebrating the successes, celebrating the beginning of new manifestations, because 3 is linked to manifestations in the tarot. And these people here are, they are celebrating a new harvest, abundance, because, that's where you're heading if you can make this right decision for yourself. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, could actually represent you, Saggy, being a fire sign, Wands being the fire suit. This is about somebody who is feeling youthful again, is feeling re-inspired by life, is, setting out on a new adventure, is enjoying, discovering things, exploring new territory, exploring new terrain, being re-linked back with their, more youthful energy, feeling passionate again for life. We have the link to the 3 again here with the 3 sand dunes. So this is all about the beginnings of new manifestations, the start of the new journey, which is going to happen quite quickly after you've made that decision. The Page of Wands here, he holds the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, is about, passion, enthusiasm, could be even a passionate offer coming in. That's what's on offer. It's really different energy to what you've been feeling here before. And yeah, so as I mentioned before, I think that is going to be cause for you to celebrate. And what this says is that the seeds that you plant now, after making this decision and what you decide to do, they're going to grow and they're going to be harvested, not in this season, but down the track a little bit. And there's true abundance and joy and love and happiness and harmony and beautiful times with friends and family, maybe a family that you're yet to create, on its way to you, Sagittarius. So it's a really beautiful reading, but we really need to tune in, trust your path, remove the indecision, make clearly defined decisions on how to move forward. The truth is already exists within you, Sagittarius. You just need to tune into it. So, Saggy, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys. I wish you all the best with it this week as you're taking that decision. Feel free to leave me a comment if you'd like to share how it's playing out in your daily life. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.